Hey guys, Ja Reality here. So we got another Takumi Talk knife right here. This one is the Takumi Talk Little Buddy. It is a dual-edged dagger style knife, like a kind of like a almost leafy type dagger, like blade shape on it right there. Got like two little double fullers there, and really nice little knife. These Takumi Talk knives are really growing on me, so I keep buying them. Takumi Talk, they got two lines of knives. They got like their D2 steel, which is going to run you a little bit more. Then they got their 3RC or whatever. I can't maybe it's here. Yeah, 3R, 3CR 13, hooky doke. So they got their D2 steel and their 3CR 13 steel, which is their kind of like their budget blade line, I guess you would say. But they got a lot of great knives in that line. And like I keep on saying, you do not need a super steel to, get the job done. I mean, especially to defend yourself. You know what I mean? I just saw a tragic video. The video, well, it was I think it was Law and Crime because, I'm a analyst on this type of stuff. So, I have to watch a whole bunch of stuff like that to be considered an analyst, because that's what analysts do when it comes to that. We analyze those type of situations, those type of videos. Well, there was this video on Law and Crime just the other day, about this guy who went into this Taylor Swift dance thing and just attacked these young girls with a knife. It just happened in the UK or in England or something. And these girls were not even in the double digits of ages. He killed three of them. I think one of them was 6 years old, and they were very young, and it was just so horrible. Okay, but that's what I'm getting at is like he did that with a kitchen knife, okay? And so, like I say, that's a horrible thing, and that should open people's eyes because, I'm doing Krav Maga now, and in Krav Maga, I love Krav Maga. I've been studying Krav Maga for years, okay? But, studying a martial art or a combat system, I don't consider Krav Maga to really be a martial art, but I have the manuals of Krav Maga Worldwide, and I've always kept them updated. I've had paperback manuals of Krav Maga Worldwide ever since 2009, and then when Kindle Online became a thing, I just have them on the online app now. But I've always liked Krav Maga, trained for it, or trained in it for a year, unofficially with a guy who was a Taekwondo black belt, and we just wanted to do something, different, and we just had the time. But, I never claimed to be a Krav Maga practitioner back then, but now I actually train in Krav Maga. And, like I say, I love Krav Maga, but something that about Krav Maga that a lot of people get confused and stuff, it's we got a lot of knife defenses and gun defenses and stuff like that. And what people need to understand, there is not any good, knife defense, especially unarmed knife defense. There are some things that are last resort, and that's what you got to understand about a lot of these Krav Maga techniques that where they're teaching you gun defense or knife defense. You're probably gonna die doing that stuff, but they're absolute last resort. These things are so you can stay in the fight until the fight are taken from you. But if you gotta freaking try and defend against somebody who's stabbing you with a knife and you don't have any anything that trumps a knife or your own knife, you're probably going to die. You're probably going to be on the losing side of that fight. I've said it over and over and over again. It's always good to have a gun when you're in a gunfight, because if you're in a gunfight and you don't have a gun, you're on the bad side of that fight. And so what I'm getting at is, that's why I carry knives, because I believe in force for force. And if somebody's going to pull a knife on me, I'm going to pull my own knife. And, or if somebody pulls a gun or something, I'm probably going to lose that fight if they got the distance, and they pull a gun. And it's people say, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. But, yeah, you do not need a super steel to get the job done, is I'm saying. And, people just need to wake up, really, because, everybody should be carrying a knife. It's this is not a sexist thing, but, a lot of self-defense and stuff like that try and teach women, go get in jiu-jitsu, because, if you get in jiu-jitsu, you'll be able to, defend yourself from a man who, has got you by weight by, 150 pounds. No, that dude's going to, drag you into a vehicle and, take you off to a cornfield to, do what he wanted to do, and then he's going to leave you there dead. He's going to leave your body there. And, no woman should think that she can defend herself, from a man who is 150 pounds heavier than her, with hand to hand, or empty hand combat techniques. Um, you know, every woman should be carrying a knife. So a man tries to, take her off, she can ventilate him. Every woman should be carrying a knife and be trained with a knife. I'm now a girl dad, and my daughter's very, like, just born, like only like 2 months old. But let me tell you right now, she's gonna be trained with knives when she gets old enough, and every other thing, and like Krav Maga and everything. It's like pepper spray. It's like, God forbid, and people talk crap about pepper spray. I just bought some more pepper spray. This wasn't the color that I wanted to get it, but this is the type of, it's got the flip top. I don't like the slider type of pepper sprays. I would tell you, don't ever get those. Those are crap. But the flip top, and then y'all have seen that I got Fox Labs that I carry like when I work. But, I got this for another video. But I mean, I've carried Saber for years, and Saber, is a great brand, and it's readily available. Got this at my local Walmart. Like I say, not the color that I wanted it in, but it's the formulation. It's pepper gel, where it's not going to like blow back on you. But I've seen idiots like talk about pepper spray like they're an authority on the subject, and you would think that they should be, because some of these people are in military and like law enforcement and stuff like that, and they're like, oh yeah, get bear spray, even though you can't freaking use bear spray legally against a human. Like, yeah, but I would much rather use something like this at the end of the day that has some distance than have to get into a knife exchange with somebody. But it's going to be what it's going to be. And like I said in the last video, if I have to pull a knife on somebody, absolutely, it was the absolute, last resort basically. And it's something that I didn't want to have to do, but it's something that I had to do. But, I always carry multiple options, 4 options at, like the least. I carry 4 options on me. That's the minimum. I got a flashlight, I got my, handlers, and I have pepper spray and a knife, and like possibly a gun, because I'm not one of these guys who believe that I have to carry a gun on me like 24/7, but I do have something on me 24/7. But yeah, this video has gone on for a long time. It's about the Takumi Talk little buddy, and I will try and link the information and stuff in the description. But this is a good little knife, dagger. Daggers are very, very effective, and you got 2 edges to do double the damage. So, I definitely, definitely recommend you guys checking out Takumi Talk. They're a very good up and coming brand. I used to be a Cold Steel guy, but I have definitely, switched over to Takumi Talk. So, hey, you guys, this is Jaw Reality with the RSP channel. You guys take it easy.